everybody, I'm Lovable Hatsune Miku, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I wash and clean and sometimes kind of restore my Vocaloid plushies. Now I'm going to show you the ones I'm cleaning. Today I'll be cleaning my Rin Kagemine plushie. She's very adorable. I've had her for 7 years, and as you can see, I don't even know if you can see it, but see how her bow is just really dirty, and this has like fuzz. I'm going to show you guys how I get these little fuzz balls. She has a lot on her little headphones. I don't know how the heck they even appear there. I think it's just from like sleeping with her all the time, but this isn't so bad. But I'm going to show you guys how I clean that. Also, I have my Miku plushie. She's a little bit dirty, but not as bad as the Rin one. See, her face is a little bit I think she deserves a wash too, because she's got fuzz all over her, and the leak is kind of getting a little not as white anymore. So, and oh, her panties are showing. I guess I'll have to clean that too. Yeah, I'm gonna give this a wash too. So I'm just gonna show you guys how I clean my Vocaloid plushies. I clean them by hand. I don't put them in the washer or the dryer because I'm just afraid that the little loose material on them will rip, and I really don't want that because these are very important to me. I love these things to death. They are like my children, so I hand wash them. So I'm gonna show you guys how I just, wash my Vocaloid plushies and how I take the little fuzz off of them and how I get them kind of like brand new again. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and sorry if that's not really your type of video. Sorry if this video kind of bores you, but I thought it would be really fun to show you guys how I clean my Vocaloid plushies. Plus, you really liked my one I did in college where I showed you guys how I clean my plushies. So here's part 2, I guess. So enjoy, you guys. Alright everyone, we are back now. It has officially been a day now since I washed my plushies, and now I'm going to show you guys what they look like now, all fully clean. So first I'll start off with the Mickey one. This is the Mickey one, and this is what she looks like when she's all clean. See? She looks way cleaner now. Look at her face. Like, even her leak is like white again. I even washed her little panties and everything, but I think she looks really good. She almost looks brand new. Like, honestly, I'm really happy of how she turned out, so yeah, I even brushed her hair, by the way, guys. When I usually brush my vocaloid plushies, like, you know how this type of material kind of gets like all kind of crinkly after it, you know, dries. This is the brush I used. I'm not sure what type of brush this is, but it's like, you know, that type. This is the brush I usually use when I am like clean, like their hair and brushing it. So I usually just use it for this type of material, and I just like I brush it like this, and it really makes their hair soft, like other things. Sometimes I'll use like this dog brush, but as you can see, it's got a little stuff on it from brushing my blanket. This one works really well too, but I kind of want to be gentle with them because they're old. So I usually just use this type of brush, in case you guys were wondering. And for the material I use to get the fuzz out, I use this machine. It's called a Conair, and it's a little fuzz machine, and what it does is like you turn it on, like, see, you turn it on and this will suck, or, you know, get the little fuzz pieces off. Like, as you can see, like with my Rin Kagamine plushie, she had a whole bunch of them on her headphones, so this is the machine I use to get the little fuzz pieces off of them. So if you want this, I think Walmart probably has these in stores. I'm not sure where this one is from. This is actually my mom's. She has a few of them, but I'm pretty sure you can get these at Walmart, probably near like the sewing aisle or like the fabric aisle. So I'm not too sure how much this costs, but go to Walmart or look up this kind. These work really well, especially if you have, like, again, plushies that are kind of collecting fuzz balls on them. But she wasn't too bad to clean, but her leak is nice and clean now. She looks really brand new. So yeah. So here's my Rin Kagamine plushie. She looks 1,000 times cleaner now. Look at her bow. Like before, if you guys remember, it was kind of like it was like brown almost, the color, but now it's like see, and she had like all of that little fuzz, but she looks way better now. I'm actually really happy of how she turned out, and this is so soft now that I brushed it. Before it was like kind of like starting to, you know, like kind of bunch up together, like with the fuzz. Like when something gets old, it's not as smooth anymore. So I brushed her hair out, and yeah, because if you guys wash your plushies and actually, let me tilt that down. If you guys wash your plushies and don't brush them immediately, like if it's this type of fabric, it's not going to be as soft, so you want to make sure you brush it like right away after it's like fully dry. These usually, sometimes when I'm cleaning plushies, they take a few days to dry, but these ones took overnight to dry. And what I use to dry my vocaloid plushies with is, I don't use a hair dryer or anything. I just let them air dry. Just let them sit somewhere where it's nice and, you know, protected, somewhere where it's not going to get dirty. That's what I did with these ones, and they turned out pretty well. So yeah, usually I was actually pretty surprised of how long they took to dry. Usually it takes them 2 to 3 days sometimes to dry, but maybe that was with my Twilight Sparkle plushie because she is bigger, and it honestly depends on how much water you squeeze out too. So yeah, I'm really happy of how she turned out. She looks brand new. Because she's so old, I have to sometimes hot glue these little things back on. I had to actually hot glue her bow, so that's why this video took a while, because I wanted to hot glue it before I did any washing. But yeah, as you remember, guys, remember she had all that fuzz, again, fuzz cleaner. That thing works really well. And yeah, I'm actually really happy of how she turned out. She looks brand new. So yeah, that's pretty much how I clean my vocaloid plushies. Actually, sometimes what I like to do is, let me see if I can actually do this. You don't have to do this, but this is just me. Sometimes I take my, I have this perfume that I like to wear all the time. I smell like Japanese blossoms. This, sometimes for the fun of it, I'll just like, spray it in the air. Just to make them, you know, smell nice. I don't know. I just like to do that with my plushies. I like to give them a little squirt of it, like not fully on them, but I spray it in the air and it just falls on them, and oh wow, that stuff smells so good. This is the perfume I usually like to wear. It's Japanese cherry blossom, or sakura, I call it. And you can get this at Walmart. Like, I really like to wear this stuff a lot, so I like to spray my plushies with it after they've had a nice little wash kind of thing. Oh, hi, Tanjiro. Sorry, he's like kind of cut off in the corner over there. So I have another full bottle, and I also have like hand cream of it somewhere. Hold on, let me go get it. And I just moved the camera. Sorry, guys. I'll show you guys the hand cream. See, I also have like hand cream of this stuff. I don't really use it that much because my skin is like really sensitive, but if you guys ever meet me in person and wonder why I smell like cherry blossoms, that's why. So yeah, sometimes I just like to give them a little squirt, not too much, you know. I don't know, maybe that's, I don't know if you're supposed to do that for your plushies, but that's what I do. So yeah, that's basically it. I'm really happy with how they turned out. They look so clean and so brand new, and that's how I wash my vocaloid plushies. Now the steps of how I do it, sometimes I use usually use OxiClean to clean my plushies, but it's at my other house since that we're moving, so I decided to use what was it, Resolve White or something. I think it was Resolve Gold White, that thing I was using. The stuff that makes your clothes really white, that stuff. I think it was that one. I wanted to use that one because of her, because she has that bow and she's got more white on than Miku. Miku just has her leak in her little peonies. So I wanted to try that, and it turned out pretty good, actually. I'm really surprised of how clean her bow looks. Like, she almost looks like brand new, minus that spot, but that's a long time ago. She looks so brand new, and before her hair was like all like bunched up, it wasn't like, you know, soft. I was like so sad seeing her. It's so sad when I see my plushies get like kind of old, because it just makes me think like, oh, they're getting old. Because she's like 7 years old. I think you are, how old are you now? I got you in 2016, I believe, so let me think. I think you would be, are you 5 years old or 6 years old? I'm not sure. I really have to, or maybe you're 4 years. I don't know. I got her in 2016 along with my Miku figure and some other stuff. That's when I kind of started collecting. But I'm really happy of how she turned out. She looks brand new. Her little leak. I'm actually thinking of getting another Rin Kagamine plushie, but kind of like this size, but you know, the bigger version. But this one's really cute too. I love it to death. It's the first Vocaloid plushie I ever owned, so yeah. If you guys are wondering why I do it this way, because it's just the way I am. I just like hand washing them, plus, I don't know, it's kind of fun to do it, I kind of think. I don't know, these girls deserved a spa day, so it turned out pretty well. They look pretty clean, because remember on their faces, they had like, they can zoom in. They had like little, their faces were kind of dirty too, but their faces are really clean now, so I'm really happy of how they turned out. So yeah, that's how I wash my Vocaloid plushies. I usually wash them in warm, not like super hot water, but warm water. And I do it by hand. I was just wearing the gloves in case, like, you know, sometimes if you wash, actually last time when I washed my hands in that OxiClean, my hands got like, my skin was ripping off because of it, so that's why I was wearing the gloves in that one. So I usually just, you know, use a clean brush again when you're cleaning your Vocaloid plushies. It's important that you use, and have a clean sink before you clean them. Cannot stress that enough. Always make sure, like, clean your sink before you're going to put anything in it, because you don't want any yucky stuff getting on your plushies or whatever you're washing by hand. You know, because that's just gross, and then it's just more work for you. So yeah, I usually just use like not like hot water, but fairly warm water, and I use those brushes to clean them. You don't actually have to use the brushes. Oh, Binti! Sorry, my dog is with me. You don't actually have to use the brushes. You can use your hands, like just your bare hands, to clean them if you want, or something, whatever works for you, I guess. Just nothing too, like, nothing that's gonna like damage your plushies. And again, let them air dry. Don't use a blow dryer. I don't like doing that. I prefer having them air dry. And sorry if you hear my dog, he's going crazy because I'm home alone until like Tuesday, I think. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm probably going to make a video on how I clean, well, not clean, but I'm going to make a video of me restoring my Hatsune Miku blanket, because the fuzz is just all like this and I want it nice and smooth. So I'm probably going to make a video on that. It's probably not going to be that exciting, but I think it's actually pretty satisfying when you brush something and then it gets like all smooth again. I don't know, I'm just weird. Plus, I clean apartments for a living, so sorry if this video was pretty long, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and that's how I clean my Vocaloid plushies. If you guys want me to do a video on, hold on, like, if you guys want me to do a video on how I clean my vocaloid or anime figures, let me know in the comments. I might make a video on that depending. I don't know. They're not that dirty right now, but some of them are starting to collect dust on the bottom, and they're not too bad, but I might make a video on how I clean my, you know, anime and vocaloid plushies. Not plushies, figures. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry if this video was boring, and sorry if this video was not for you, but my videos aren't for everyone. I just do it for fun, you know. My channel's all over the place. You never know what I'm going to post or upload, so yeah. And until then, I will see you next time. Goodbye.